house is so dirty. How will I ever get it clean?
Clean it fast with Spic and Span liquid.
More powerful than other leading liquids, every drop dissolves tough dirt on contact.
Get it Spic and Span fast.
In bathrooms,
with Spic and Span liquid.
on floors. Now it's easy to get your whole home clean. Get it Spic and Span fast with new Spic and Span liquid.
Announcing the newest cleaning tool in the universe. The first drawstring bag good enough to be called Glad.
Don't get mad.
For broken toys and sporting goods.
Get glad.
Glad bags have extra strong red drawstrings to seal tight and open easy. Even for the neighbor's bulky junk.
Don't get mad.
Clean up your space. New Glad drawstrings.
What makes everything so whip-smacking, lip-smacking, good? Cool Whip's the one, that whipped creamy taste. Cool Whip's the one.
Oh boy, new fruit and Fibre. What? Well, they just added 25% more dates, raisins, and walnuts to the dates, raisins, and walnuts. Actually, it's so delicious, they ought to call it fruit and. Hey, morning.
New Post Fruit and Fibre cereal, now with 25% more dates, raisins, and walnuts.
Next,
she is a very sick woman.
Angela's sanity trial is going to drive Richard crazy.
I have a plan.
See who gets the last laugh on Falcon Crest. Next.
My career is in tatters. My marriage is hanging by a thread.
Sunday, a rival author has poisonous plans for
Sweet as apple pie, Jessica Fletcher.
Murder, She Wrote. Then, his parents hospitalized him against his will.
You were warned, Danny.
Get that thing away from me.
Rick Schroeder faces the fight of his life. Can he beat the odds? Out on the Edge, Sunday.
For years, you've seen some commercials where one battery outlasts the others, so you may have assumed their battery outlasts even Energizer. Fact is, Energizer was never invited to their playoffs, and today's Energizer won't be invited either. Why? Because no battery lasts longer than Energizer. So now you know. A word to the wise. Energize.
Sometimes you need a little finesse. Sometimes you need a lot. Sometimes you need a little finesse.
Recently, a serious topic has come up at breakfast, oat bran. But that doesn't mean you have to be so serious. Now that Kellogg introduces common sense oat bran waffles from Eggo, oat bran's never been so enjoyable. Seriously.
Dallas will continue.
Saturday. Ethan saves an innocent man's life. Can he save his little girl, too?
She may be the only weapon we have left.
Paradise. Then, Robert Conrad.
I'm the good guy.
His real-life sons. A family of thrill-seeking bounty hunters.
Pull over!
Jesse Hawks, right after Paradise, Saturday.
On West 57th, Britain's Prince Charles.
Nobody else is in the position that I'm in, so nobody else actually knows what is involved.
An exclusive interview, Saturday.
This is CBS.
Escape to good vibrations. Escape to celebrations. Escape to underwater mystery. And on-the-water history. Escape to timeless treasures. Escape to endless pleasures. Escape with the keys. The Florida Keys.
For more information, call 1-800-FLA-KEY.
When William Dillard started his business, there was only one store, and people came from miles around because they knew Mr. Dillard was committed to making that store the best it could be. Today, there are over 100 Dillard's department stores where you'll find that same commitment. Yes, Dillard's people still go out of their way, so you don't have to.
What lures criminals to satanic cults? Find out tonight at 10 o'clock.
Right now, you're just 90 seconds away from Chef Boyardee.
with new microwave meals. Chef Boyardee pasta, hot and tasty. And with no messy cleanup. Chef Boyardee's new microwave meals. Thank goodness, in just 90 seconds.
Excuse me, could you put down that spray cleaner and those paper towels, please? Hi, I'm Spiffits Moist Cleaning Towels, and I've cut the work down to a wipe.
What about us?
Okay, we've cut the work down to a wipe. Spiffits are tough towels and powerful cleaners all in one. See, I've got glass cleaner inside, so I'm Spiffits for glass. And one towel goes a long way.
How long?
Very long. And there's Spiffits for the bath. Right here. Multi-purpose Spiffits.
Hi, folks.
Spiffits for furniture.
Yeah, sure, you betcha.
Spiffits scouring towels.
Yo!
So give us a try. We've really got our act together.
New Spiffits Moist Towels. They cut the work down to a wipe.
In 5 distinct personalities.
Emily had a smile that embraced you like the summer sun. I remember sitting on Aunt Sarah's porch, sharing graham crackers and milk and 1,000 little girl stories.
Now Kellogg's has found a way to capture the wholesome good taste of graham crackers. New SW Graham, the genuine graham cereal shredded into biscuits. Kellogg's SW Graham, original in cinnamon. It takes you back to the goodness of graham.
You never forget the good things.
Murphy Brown sued for a fender bender.
We haven't been able to have sex since the accident.
Then,
There's a circus coming to town. Got my name on it.
will Suzanne blow her big top on designing women? And when Newhart writes a murder mystery, everyone thinks, uh-oh, he really did it. And on Kate and Allie, will Kate fall for Allie's ex? Monday.
Can the Knicks knock the air out of Jordan? Can the Suns outwar the Warriors? The NBA playoffs. It's time to rock and roll.
Listen to the heartbeat of America.
Listen to the heartbeat of America. Oh, yeah.
The Chevrolet Corsica now has an affordable new hatchback, so you can get more into it and more out of it.
Ooh, the heartbeat of America.
Chevrolet. Today's Chevrolet.
Beach ball bozos? Shh. Who brought this?
The Martins, and wait till you taste their popcorn.
What do they use? Shh. Squeeze parquet?
I'm afraid so.
Don't they know a squeezable country crock tastes more buttery?
Well, obviously not.
Well, I can fix that with rich, buttery country crock taste.
Well, that's great. Now, how do we fix their taste in movies?
Shed Spread Country Crock Squeezable. In a national taste test, Country Crock beat Parquet Squeeze for buttery taste. More rich, buttery taste, but with fewer calories and no cholesterol. That's Country Crock.
Did you know that delicious Swift Premium Brown and Serve sausage comes in a patty with cheese and egg on a hot biscuit? We call it a sandwich. Swift Premium Brown and Serve sandwiches, microwave fast. And you thought we just made great sausage.
Now there's a whole new way to cool off. New Citrus Snowburst Bars. The ultimate chill.
Monday, it's the farewell appearance by the greatest circus performer of all time, Gunther Gable Williams. Michelle Lee hosts the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus Monday at 8.
I'm Ed Bradley, CBS News. At the turn of the century, Republican Party leaders were infuriated by the governor of New York, strong-willed maverick bent on social reform. So they hit on a way to keep him under control, bury him in the vice presidency. Named as William McKinley's running mate, he was easily elected and resigned himself to his low-profile job. But the strategy backfired when President McKinley was assassinated. Now look, cried a prominent Republican, that damn cowboy is President of the United States. His name was Theodore Roosevelt.
Warning, shaking off a SeaWorld smile won't be easy.
We're gonna make you smile.
You've been warned.
Drugs, Death, and Satan. The story continues at 10.
This is CBS.
Now you don't need a country kitchen for great country chicken. McDonald's introduces the new country-style McChicken sandwich. Because you don't need to know country cooking to love all